Borrowing money to pay for capital improvement projects is often referred to as bonding. Capital improvements are substantial improvements to fixed assets that have a useful life of more than 10 years. In particular, the construction or repair of new or existing publicly owned buildings, public property, infrastructure, or land. Capital improvements are paid for through the sale of bonds.
The state borrows money essentially from investors and then pays them back over time with interest in exchange for getting a lump sum of money that they're able to use to pay for construction projects. For the most part, the bonding bill pays for projects from bond proceeds from general obligation bonds. Sometimes there's other kinds of bonds that are used to pay for projects, but typically what we're talking about in the bonding bill is general obligation bonds. General obligation bonds are backed by the full faith and credit of the state. So under the Constitution, we're required to levy taxes to the extent necessary to make payments on the bonds. And that makes these very safe investments. And it's the reason that the state is able to get the loans for a relatively low interest rate.
The bonding process takes place over each 2-year legislative cycle and has both an executive path and a legislative path. The executive branch begins the bonding process during the first year of a biennium. State agencies and local governments make project requests through Minnesota Management and Budget. Those requests must be completed in July. And later in that year, legislators and staff begin touring the state to help determine which of those and other projects will be recommended as part of a final bonding bill.
The capital investment committees for both the House and the Senate will travel the state and see projects in person, and in some cases see presentations about projects all over the state to find out what the needs are, what requests have been made of the legislature to fund projects. The tours that the committees go on takes us to all corners of the state. At the presentations, typically local governments or agency representatives will describe projects to us and show projects to the committee and to the staff who travels along on the tours. The tours are long, hard days.
Hundreds of bonding requests pour in from all over the state each biennium. Lawmakers use information gathered from site visits and committee hearings to assist in decision-making and help whittle those projects down into a more manageable bonding bill.
The demands for bonding dollars are significantly greater than what the legislature has been able or willing to fund. In the most recent biennium, in 2015-2016, the requests were in the neighborhood of $5.3 billion, and that was 500 plus projects.
In January of the second year of the biennium, the governor submits a capital budget to the legislature, as required by state law. Based on committee hearings, site visits, and the governor's capital budget request, the Senate and the House work to finalize one bonding bill to be presented for the governor's signature.
The bonding bill under the Constitution requires a 3/5 vote in order to pass, and so it can be challenging to identify the projects that are appropriate for a bill that can pass with a supermajority of that nature. After a bonding bill passes, Minnesota Management and Budget a few months later will go to market with bonds. They will host an auction where underwriters will bid to be the ones to issue our bonds. And then the underwriter will sell the bonds to individual investors. After the bonds are sold, the state will make payments on those bonds, including interest for the investors.
For more information on the bonding process, visit the Minnesota Management and Budget website.